Are you a man over 50 who feels your energy slipping away, your nights restless, and your mornings heavier than they used to be? You remember when waking up felt like a fresh start, when you could conquer the day with strength, confidence, and vigor. But now it's different. The alarm rings, you roll over, and instead of leaping out of bed, you drag yourself to the edge, your body already aching before the day has begun. Picture this. You open your eyes after what should have been 7 or 8 hours of rest, yet you feel as if you hardly slept at all. Your mind is foggy, your muscles stiff. You sit with your morning coffee, hoping for a spark of life. But even that familiar kick doesn't do what it used to. Your partner notices too. The smiles are fewer, the intimacy less frequent, the joy of simple closeness often replaced by silent frustration. It's not just in your head. It's not just getting older. Science tells us something powerful. After the age of 40, men lose about 1% of their testosterone every single year. That may not sound like much, but by the time you're 60, that's nearly a 20% drop. And with it comes a chain reaction. Lower energy, weaker muscles, fading drive, slower recovery, restless nights. It's like a dimmer switch turning down your vitality, one notch at a time. And the cruel part? These changes often sneak up on you. At 45, you might notice a little more fatigue, a little less desire. At 50, the sleep isn't as deep, the mornings aren't as fresh. By 55, maybe you're avoiding intimacy, skipping workouts, losing confidence in the man you once were. And silently, you wonder, is this the new normal? Is this how the rest of my life will feel? But here's the truth. It doesn't have to be that way. Aging is natural, yes, but decline is not inevitable. Hidden in plain sight, inside your own body, is the potential to reignite your vigor, restore your sleep, and revive the energy you thought was gone forever. And the key doesn't come from a miracle pill or an expensive treatment. It comes from something far simpler. One vitamin, one mineral, your body has been quietly crying out for, night after night, as the years have passed. This vitamin isn't just about health, it's about power. It's about potency. It's about the strength to wake up with energy, to live with confidence, to rest with peace. It's about reclaiming your nights so your days can be filled with life again. Now imagine this. Instead of dreading bedtime, you look forward to it. You take this simple step before you sleep, and your body responds. You drift off easier. You stay asleep longer. You wake up rested, clear-headed, ready. And as days turn into weeks, you notice something else. Your strength returning, your drive sparking back to life, your confidence growing. Suddenly, the man you thought you'd lost isn't gone. He's been waiting for you to give him what he needs. This is not just theory. This is science. This is years of research showing how one missing nutrient can unlock better sleep, stronger energy, and deeper vitality. And tonight, it can begin for you. So, if you are a man over 50 and you're tired of settling for less energy, less rest, less confidence, listen closely. Because before this video ends, you'll know exactly what to do and why it works. You'll discover the one vitamin that can change your nights and, in turn, change your life. But before we reveal it, let's take a closer look at what's really happening in the male body after 50. Why the energy fades, why the sleep weakens, and why the spark of life seems harder to hold on to. Only then will the power of this vitamin truly make sense. Let's see why men over 50 face these issues first. Step into the shoes of a man at 30. His mornings begin with energy. He swings his legs out of bed, stretches, and feels the strength in his body. At work, he's sharp and focused. In the evening, he still has energy to go to the gym, spend time with his family, laugh with his children, or enjoy intimacy with his partner. His body responds when he asks it to, whether it's lifting, running, or showing affection. His confidence shines through, because he knows he's in control of his health, his relationships, his future. Now shift forward 25 years. That same man, now 55, doesn't wake up the same way. His mornings start with stiffness in his back and heaviness in his legs. His alarm clock feels like an enemy, dragging him out of a night of shallow, broken sleep. Coffee becomes a crutch, not just a habit. His mind feels slower at work. His patience runs thin. The gym membership card gathers dust in a drawer, because even walking upstairs feels harder. At night, when closeness should bring joy, he feels hesitation, sometimes embarrassment. And deep inside, he wonders, where did that strong, confident man go? This shift doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, year after year. And at the center of it all lies a powerful hormone, testosterone. The battle between the man at 30 and the man at 55 is not a battle of time. It's a battle of support. With the right changes, even at 55, the body can wake up stronger, sleep deeper, and restore confidence. And that is where the journey begins. So why do these problems get worse? The answer is often nutrition. After the age of 50, something subtle but powerful begins to happen inside the body. It's not just the natural drop in hormones or the slowing of circulation. It's also the body's ability to take in and use nutrients. The digestive system becomes less efficient. Stomach acid, which is needed to break down food and absorb vitamins, often decreases with age. The intestines don't pull in nutrients as effectively as they once did. So even if you're eating well, your body may still be starving for the very building blocks it needs to function. This is why deficiencies become common, even in men who try to take care of themselves. And the truth is, certain vitamins and minerals are especially at risk. Take vitamin D, for example. Known as the sunshine vitamin, it plays a role in testosterone, bone strength, and immunity. Yet after 50, lower sun exposure and reduced skin production mean deficiency is almost expected. Low vitamin D often leads to weaker bones, lower mood, and less energy. Then there's vitamin B12, crucial for nerve health and brain function. The stomach needs special proteins to absorb B12, but those proteins decline with age. Without enough B12, men may feel fatigued, foggy-headed, or even depressed. Zinc is another silent player. It supports testosterone, immune strength, and healing. But over time, poor diet and reduced absorption quietly chip away at zinc levels. Low zinc often shows up as reduced libido, slower wound healing, and more frequent illness. And finally, the star of our story, magnesium. Magnesium is essential for over 300 processes in the body, everything from muscle function to sleep regulation. But studies show that many men, especially older men, are deficient. Poor soil quality in modern farming means even healthy food has less magnesium than it once did. Add in reduced absorption after 50, and deficiency becomes almost guaranteed. The result? Poor sleep, low energy, weak muscles, and reduced potency. When you think about it, it's like trying to run a machine without oil, or fuel, or the right parts. The body cannot perform at its best if it doesn't have what it needs. And unlike youth, where the body can often push through nutritional gaps, after 50, the margin for error is small. Deficiency shows up faster, and the effects feel heavier. This is why nighttime nutrition is so powerful. While you sleep, your body is not idle. It is busy repairing muscles, balancing hormones, healing cells, and restoring energy. Sleep is the natural reset button, the time when the body rebuilds itself for the next day. But rebuilding requires raw materials. Without the right vitamins and minerals, the body can't fully restore itself. Think of it like your smartphone. You plug it in at night, expecting a full charge by morning. But what if the cable is weak, or the charger only gives half power? You wake up with a phone that shows 40% battery, and by midday, it's dead. That's exactly what happens in the human body. If your nutrition is poor, or your body can't absorb nutrients well, you wake up half-charged. You start your day already behind, running on empty. This is why focusing on what you give your body at night can be a game changer. By supporting sleep with the right nutrients, you maximize the natural repair cycle. You don't just sleep, you recharge. You don't just rest, you rebuild. And among all the vitamins and minerals, one stands above the rest for men over 50. one nutrient that can help restore sleep, boost energy, improve blood flow, and even support testosterone. It's simple, it's natural, and yet most men are missing it. Now let's talk about the one vitamin that can really help. So here it is, the one nutrient that could change everything for men over 50. Not a complicated hormone therapy, not a costly procedure, not a secret pill sold late at night on TV. The answer is simple, natural, and hidden in plain sight. It's magnesium. For years, doctors and researchers have called magnesium the miracle mineral. And for good reason. Magnesium is involved in more than 300 different processes in your body. It's like the silent manager working behind the scenes, making sure everything runs smoothly. From how your muscles contract, to how your nerves communicate, to how your brain calms down at night, magnesium is everywhere. Without it, the whole system begins to struggle. Let's break it down simply, starting with testosterone. Testosterone is the hormone of vitality for men. It fuels strength, energy, drive, and confidence. But studies show that magnesium plays a key role in keeping testosterone at healthy levels. Men who are low in magnesium often show lower testosterone, while men who restore their magnesium levels often see an increase. Why? Because magnesium helps reduce inflammation and stress in the body, two major enemies of testosterone. It also makes testosterone more available in the bloodstream, where your body can actually use it. Now let's talk about relaxation. Magnesium is like nature's own calming agent. It helps your muscles loosen, your blood vessels open, and your nervous system slow down. If you've ever felt tense at night, lying awake with thoughts racing, that's often a sign your magnesium is low. Magnesium increases a calming chemical in the brain called GABA, which helps quiet the mind. Think of it as a natural off switch that prepares your body for sleep. Better relaxation leads to better intimacy, too. And here's why. Blood flow is at the heart of male performance. When blood vessels are stiff or restricted, performance struggles. Magnesium helps blood vessels relax and widen, improving circulation throughout the body. More circulation means more strength, more reliability, more confidence. For many men, this is the difference between frustration and fulfillment. But perhaps magnesium's most famous benefit is its effect on sleep. Magnesium boosts melatonin, the hormone that tells your body when it's time to rest. Without enough magnesium, melatonin doesn't work as well, and sleep becomes shallow or broken. With magnesium, melatonin signals become stronger, guiding you into deeper, more restorative sleep. Imagine lying in bed, your muscles heavy, your thoughts quiet, and your body drifting naturally into rest. Magnesium makes that possible. Let's put this into simple pictures. Think of magnesium as a natural sleep switch. When you flip it on, the body moves from stress into calm, from wakefulness into rest. Or picture it as oil for the engine. Your body is a powerful machine, but without oil, the gears grind, the parts overheat, and the system breaks down. Magnesium is that oil, keeping things smooth, efficient, and strong. The proof is not just in science, but in stories. Men who begin taking magnesium at night often report dramatic changes. Within a week or two, sleep feels deeper. Within a month, energy in the morning is stronger. And over time, performance improves, stress lowers, and confidence begins to return. It's not magic, it's biology. Finally giving the body what it was missing. So where can you find magnesium? Nature has given it to us in abundance. Nuts like almonds and cashews, seeds like pumpkin and sunflower, leafy greens like spinach and kale, beans and whole grains, all are rich in magnesium. Even dark chocolate, in its pure form, carries a healthy dose. But here's the problem. Modern diets often lack these foods. Processed meals, refined grains, and sugar-heavy snacks don't just fail to provide magnesium. They actually make your body use up more of it. And it gets worse. Even when you do eat healthy foods, the soil they grow in is no longer as rich as it once was. Decades of modern farming have stripped the land of minerals, leaving crops with far less magnesium than they had 50 years ago. That means even a salad filled with vegetables may not deliver enough. Studies suggest that as many as half of adults don't get the magnesium they need, and for older men, the percentage is even higher. This is why so many men over 50 feel tired, stressed, and restless. It's not always age, it's deficiency. The body is simply not getting the mineral it needs to function. And because magnesium is tied to so many systems, the effects show up everywhere. Weaker muscles, restless nights, slower recovery, lower testosterone, and reduced potency. Now imagine the alternative. Imagine filling that gap. Imagine giving your body the magnesium it craves every single night. Instead of tossing and turning, you drift into deep, peaceful rest. Instead of waking groggy, you open your eyes with clarity. Instead of struggling with intimacy, you feel strength and confidence return. Instead of fading, you feel restored. That is the power of magnesium. And it's not a new discovery, it's a reminder of what nature always intended. Your body was designed to thrive with it. It's only the modern world, poor diets, processed foods, depleted soils, that has taken it away. For men over 50, magnesium isn't just another supplement, it's the missing piece, the quiet key that unlocks energy, potency, and rest. And the best part? It's simple, it's safe, it's natural. All you need is the awareness to add it back into your life. So if you've been wondering why you feel drained, why you can't sleep, why your strength seems to fade, it may not be age alone. It may be your body whispering, "Give me what I need." And when you do, the results can be life-changing. But here's the real question. Why does magnesium work so powerfully at night? What happens in the body when you take it before bed that makes the difference between restlessness and restoration, between weakness and vigor? That's exactly what we'll uncover next. Night comes and the world grows quiet. But for many men over 50, the hardest battle begins at bedtime. Their bodies are tired, but their minds stay busy. Muscles ache, thoughts race, and sleep becomes a series of short, broken moments. This is where magnesium quietly steps in, like a steady hand that guides the body from fight into rest. First, magnesium calms the nerves. The brain uses chemicals to send messages, and one important calming chemical is called GABA. Magnesium helps the brain make GABA work better. When GABA is strong, racing thoughts slow down, anxiety softens, and the mind finds quiet. That quiet is the first step toward real sleep. Without it, a man can lie awake for hours, counting the minutes, and growing more frustrated as the night passes. Second, magnesium relaxes muscles and blood vessels. Muscles hold tension all day. They tighten when we stress, and they tighten when we overuse them. Magnesium works at the cellular level to help muscles release and to prevent painful cramps. When muscles are relaxed, the body feels more comfortable in bed. At the same time, magnesium affects the walls of blood vessels, helping them open and become more flexible. Wider vessels mean better flow. Better flow means more oxygen and nutrients reach tissues, which lets them recover and perform better. Third, magnesium supports brain chemicals that trigger calmness. Beyond GABA, magnesium helps regulate many reactions in the brain that control mood and rest. It reduces the stress response that pumps the body full of cortisol, the hormone that keeps nights restless. Lower cortisol helps the body switch into repair mode. This change allows the body to produce more of the sleep-promoting hormone melatonin. Speaking of melatonin, magnesium helps boost its effect. Melatonin is the signal that tells your body it is time to sleep. But melatonin works best when the body is ready to receive its message. Magnesium prepares the stage. It lowers anxiety, relaxes the body, and helps the nervous system slow down. With magnesium in place, melatonin's call is stronger, and the night's sleep becomes deeper and more restorative. Now consider how these effects come together. When the mind quiets, muscles relax, blood flows freely, and melatonin works, the night becomes a true repair period. The body moves through deeper stages of sleep, where tissue healing, hormone balance, and memory consolidation occur. This kind of sleep is not a small thing. It is the foundation for energy the next day, for stable mood, and for physical recovery. It is the time when testosterone and other important hormones can reset. To show how clear the difference can be, imagine two men named Amir and Bilal. Amir, age 54, has never paid much attention to magnesium. He eats a lot of processed food, skips leafy greens, and sleeps with his phone in his hand. At night, he tosses and turns. He wakes up at 3 a.m. to use the bathroom, then lies awake worrying about work and money. By morning, he feels drained. He skips exercise because he knows he will be too tired, and his confidence falls. Bilal, also 54, makes a small change. He adds a magnesium supplement to his night routine and eats more seeds and spinach during the day. At night, he turns off screens and takes his magnesium with a small glass of water. Within a week, Bilal notices he falls asleep faster. Within a few weeks, he sleeps through the night more often, and waking feels easier. He has more energy for evening walks and for gentle exercise. He finds his mood steadier. Small wins return to his life. He laughs more, talks more with his partner, and feels the courage to rejoin activities he had stopped. The difference between Amir and Bilal is not magic, it is biology. Magnesium did what it was meant to do. It lowered stress on the nervous system, relaxed the body, improved circulation, and helped melatonin guide sleep. Over time, as deep sleep returns, the body repairs muscles, balances hormones, and restores energy stores. Testosterone has a better chance to stay within a healthy range, not because magnesium creates testosterone directly, but because it reduces the forces that lower it: stress, inflammation, and poor recovery. Remember these benefits: better energy in the morning, improved potency during intimacy, stronger recovery after activity, and a clearer mood throughout the day. These are not promises, but they are common and reasonable results when magnesium deficiency is corrected. Think of it as reclaiming small battles, quiet nights, steady mornings, and the courage to reconnect with life, family, and purpose. Those regained moments matter deeply and slowly rebuild a man's strength and self-respect. It is quietly powerful and deeply hopeful, but transforming restless nights into deep repair takes timing and consistency. Magnesium given at the right time, close to bedtime, has the most powerful effect. Taken irregularly or at the wrong time, its benefits are smaller. And that leads us to the next question. How exactly should a man take magnesium to get the best results? Which forms are most effective? And what safety steps should be followed? Knowing that magnesium can change sleep, energy, and confidence is powerful. But the real question is, how do you take it safely, in the right way, so you get benefits without risks? The good news is that magnesium is simple, natural, and safe for most people. Yet, like any nutrient, it works best when you know which form to choose, how much to take, and when to take it. Let's begin with the forms of magnesium, because not all are the same. Some forms are better for the stomach, others for the brain, and others for relaxation and sleep. The first is magnesium glycinate. This is one of the most gentle and well-absorbed forms. It is connected with an amino acid called glycine, which itself is calming for the nervous system. That makes magnesium glycinate an excellent choice for men who want deeper sleep, more relaxation, and less nighttime anxiety. Many people find this form helps them wake up refreshed without stomach upset. The second is magnesium citrate. This version is bonded with citric acid. It is absorbed well, but it can have a mild laxative effect. For men who often feel constipated, magnesium citrate can support both digestion and mineral balance at the same time. But for those with sensitive stomachs, it may not be the first choice before bed. The third is magnesium threonate. This is a newer form, designed to cross into the brain more easily. Studies suggest it may support memory, focus, and even mood. For older men worried about mental sharpness, along with sleep and energy, magnesium threonate could be useful. The drawback is that it is usually more expensive and not as widely available as other forms. Now let's talk about dosage. For most adults, the safe and effective range is between 200 to 400 milligrams per day. That's the amount usually recommended to cover the body's needs without causing problems. Going higher may cause stomach upset, diarrhea, or cramps, and in rare cases could strain the kidneys. That's why it's wise to start low and see how your body responds. And always, especially for men over 50, check with your doctor before starting a supplement. Every man's health story is different, and a doctor can make sure magnesium fits safely with your current conditions and medications. Timing is just as important. The best time to take magnesium for sleep, relaxation, and recovery is 30 to 60 minutes before bed. This allows the mineral to move into your system right as your body is preparing to shut down for the night. Taken earlier in the day, magnesium can still help, but its strongest effects on sleep and nervous system calmness come when it is close to bedtime. Think of it as part of your night routine, like brushing your teeth or dimming the lights. But there are also warnings to keep in mind. Men with kidney problems should be especially careful. Kidneys are responsible for filtering excess magnesium out of the blood. If kidneys are weak, magnesium can build up too high, leading to dangerous levels. For these men, magnesium supplements may not be safe unless guided closely by a doctor. Magnesium can also interact with some medications, such as antibiotics, blood pressure drugs, and certain diuretics. These interactions don't always mean magnesium must be avoided, but timing may need to be adjusted so the mineral does not interfere with the medicine's effect. Again, this is why a quick check with your doctor matters before starting. To make it simple, let's imagine a daily routine. A man wakes up, eats a balanced breakfast with whole grains and fruit, goes about his day, and includes magnesium-rich foods like nuts, beans, or spinach in his meals. At night, as part of winding down, he takes a magnesium glycinate capsule with water about 45 minutes before bed. He turns off screens, reads a book, and lets his body relax. By bedtime, magnesium is already at work calming his nerves, loosening muscles, and preparing melatonin for action. The result: deeper sleep, calmer mornings, and more energy for the day ahead. Safe, simple, effective. That is how magnesium should be used. And when men over 50 add this one small step into their lives, the changes can be steady and remarkable. But this raises one more important point. What happens when magnesium is not taken, when deficiency continues year after year? And why do so many men miss it, even when the solution is simple? That is what we'll explore next. Magnesium is powerful, but let's be clear. It is not magic on its own. A single vitamin cannot erase years of poor habits. What it can do, however, is act as the foundation that makes other healthy choices work even better. When combined with simple lifestyle steps, magnesium becomes part of a full strategy for restoring strength, energy, and confidence after 50. The first pillar is a good sleep routine. Magnesium will calm the body, but the environment must invite rest too. That means sleeping in a dark, quiet, cool room. Screens should be turned off an hour before bed, and lights should be dimmed to help melatonin rise naturally. Think of your bedroom as a personal cave of recovery. When the body associates that space only with sleep, magnesium's benefits multiply. The second is a balanced diet. Food is still the primary source of nutrients, and the best results come when supplements fill in gaps rather than replace meals. Men over 50 thrive on meals that combine protein for muscles, healthy fats for hormones, and vegetables for vitamins and minerals. Lean meats, fish, eggs, olive oil, avocados, and plenty of greens are not just healthy, they are building blocks. And when foods rich in magnesium, like pumpkin seeds, beans, or spinach, are added, the synergy grows even stronger. Third comes exercise. Age may slow recovery, but the body remains designed for movement. Walking daily improves circulation and helps control blood sugar, while light strength training keeps muscles strong and bones dense. These movements do not need to be extreme. A 30-minute brisk walk and 2 to 3 short strength sessions per week are enough to keep energy up, posture tall, and metabolism active Combined with magnesium's role in relaxing muscles and improving recovery, exercise becomes a tool for vitality instead of strain. The fourth pillar is stress control. Stress destroys energy, weakens sleep, and lowers testosterone. Men who carry constant tension often feel older than their years. Practices like deep breathing, meditation, or even simple prayer can reset the nervous system. Just 10 minutes of calm reflection lowers cortisol, the stress hormone, and lets magnesium's calming power take hold. The result is not only inner peace, but also better health across the board. Now let's bring this all together with a simple story. A day in the life of a healthy 55-year-old man. He wakes up after 7 hours of restful sleep in a dark, quiet room. His body feels lighter because magnesium and melatonin work together overnight. He drinks a glass of water and takes a short morning walk, breathing in fresh air as the sun rises. For breakfast, he eats scrambled eggs with spinach and a slice of whole grain bread. At work, he manages stress with deep breaths before meetings. At lunch, he chooses grilled chicken, salad, and a handful of pumpkin seeds. In the afternoon, he spends 20 minutes with light weights, keeping his muscles active. Dinner is fish with vegetables and olive oil, leaving him satisfied but not heavy. An hour before bed, he dims the lights, reads a few pages of a book, and takes his magnesium glycinate with water. 30 minutes later, his body is already shifting into rest. He falls asleep peacefully, his muscles relaxed, his mind quiet. In the morning, he is ready again, energized, confident, and steady. This is the combination: magnesium plus healthy living. Together, they create a cycle of strength, vigor, and renewal that no single pill could achieve alone. But now comes the final step: putting it all into practice. How do you begin, and what is the first move every man over 50 should take starting tonight? That's what we'll discover in the conclusion. So let's bring it all together. We began with the struggles so many men face after 50: low energy, restless nights, fading confidence, and intimacy that doesn't feel the same. We uncovered the hidden role of nutrition and how deficiencies quietly chip away at strength and vitality. And then we revealed the simple mineral at the heart of it all: magnesium. Taken at night, magnesium works with the body's natural rhythms. It calms the nerves, relaxes the muscles, opens the blood vessels, and boosts melatonin so sleep can become deep and restorative again. It helps testosterone stay available, supports healthy circulation, and improves mood. In short, it gives back three things every man over 50 craves: potency, vigor, and real rest. But the most important truth is this: your 50s and beyond do not have to feel like decline. This stage of life can still be powerful, full of energy, purpose, and confidence. Age brings wisdom, experience, and strength of character. With the right choices, your body can still match that spirit. Magnesium is not a miracle pill, but it is a missing piece. And when combined with healthy sleep, nourishing food, movement, and stress control, it can unlock the life you thought was slipping away. Now here's the challenge for you. Don't just listen, act. Try magnesium for 30 days. See for yourself what changes when your body finally gets the support it needs. Maybe you'll notice deeper sleep. Maybe mornings won't feel as heavy. Maybe confidence in your strength and intimacy will return. Whatever the result, give yourself the chance to feel it. Of course, safety always comes first. Talk to your doctor before starting. Make sure it's the right choice for you, especially if you have kidney concerns or take other medications. Health is never about quick fixes. It's about smart steps. And this step is simple, natural, and worth exploring. Finally, if this message spoke to you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with a friend, a brother, or anyone you know who is struggling quietly with the same issues. You might give them back hope, strength, and dignity. And if you want more guidance like this, subscribe and stay connected. Because your health journey doesn't end here. Your best years don't have to be behind you. With the right care, they can still be ahead. Start tonight. Take that small step, and wake up tomorrow closer to the man you want to be.